joking around. We actually were neighbors too, so when I came to school, Hillside in 4th grade, she was my first friend. So we continued to be friends and get in trouble all throughout high school, and senior year we went on to different colleges, but we still stay in touch and text and Skype all the time. So last year, Lauren came out of the closet and she introduced me to her wonderful girlfriend. Now they're really cute together. They're like that annoying couple that like everyone hates because they're just perfect for each other. And they would get married except for one thing. In Wisconsin, there's a rule against same-sex marriage. It's illegal, they can't do it. And I can attend my best friend's wedding because it's illegal in Wisconsin. So now there's two main reasons. I didn't understand why at first that they couldn't get married. And upon my research, there was two main reasons why they couldn't. The first was general stereotyping. In the survey here in class, a lot of people that said that they agreed that there should be same-sex marriage said that if they didn't agree with it, it was because it was too flamboyant. They were uncomfortable with the situation. I'm here to tell you that stereotyping does not reveal the true nature of people who affiliate as homosexuals, and that the separation of church and state should be upheld, and using your religious affiliation should not be allowed to dictate how others live their lives. There are several examples of how it's actually been successful in the states that have made it legal also, and I will tell you about those as well. So the first one I want to cover is stereotyping. Now, the general stereotype is men who are gay are very effeminate, and women who are gay are very butch. But that's not the case. Actually, it was produced by the media several years ago when more and more people were coming out of the closet, so society wasn't comfortable with it. So what Hollywood did is they created gay stereotypes as a humor tactic. This way, people became more and more comfortable seeing gay people out in public, but it was used as like a tool for comedy. So since this has been brought about, ABC News in 2020 touched on stereotyping in the media. John Stossel and Gina Binkley talked specifically on the media's hand in stereotyping gays. They said the media focused on the extreme, the more flamboyant feminine men, and the very masculine women. Now here's the problem. Not all gay men are super stylish, and not all straight men are bad dressers. So it affects not only gay people, but it affects straight people as well. If you see a very sharply dressed man and you assume he's gay, he's going to be offended just as well as you would see a woman who's feminine and is also a lesbian and who's considered straight. So it boils down to this. Denying stereotypes mean that people have to disbelieve what is right in front of their eyes. Furthermore, there's nothing wrong with a feminine man, and there's nothing wrong with a masculine woman. So once we begin to understand that we should let go of our stereotypes and think of everyone as an equal level, we can get down to the root of the problem, which is using religion as a tool in a bad way. Now, the Bible says many things. These are all the examples of what the Bible says. Genesis says that marriage is between a man and a woman. Now, the Bible also says that you're not allowed to eat ham. Sorry, you guys, but no football on Sundays because that's a Sabbath, that's a holy day. And one that I found extremely interesting was that you're not supposed to associate with a woman on her period. So, ladies, stay at home. But here's the thing. These are all in the Bible, as well as the state that says that marriage is between a man and a woman. Now, I'm not here to discredit your religion at all, but I'm here to tell you, if you're going to use that as your argument, you better uphold a couple of these as well, because that's your moral obligation then. So if we go on to how religion is used in government, there's a law right now called, or a bill trying to be passed called Defense of Marriage Act. Now this says that limited new categories of eligibility for federal funds promote uniform administration of federal law, protect traditional marriage, and encourage responsible procreation. These people say that marriage is between a man and a woman. That's a religious concept, and separation of church and state says that you can't pass a law based on religion. So we have a problem going on here where there's a conflict between religious organizations and the government's right to uphold laws. Now, if we extend this thought further, the First Amendment and the U.S. Constitution states that Congress shall make no laws respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Now, that's a long sentence. The two clauses serve to balance the collective freedom so that the government may neither coerce nor prohibit citizens' participation in religion. This is what Wagner said in 2007. Now, if we think outside the box, Marriage is a religious ceremony. Religious ceremonies are protected against our First Amendment right to practice religion. So even if we pass this law, marriage as a ceremony is protected against two people, and therefore you can't prohibit someone from getting married even if they're the same sex. So once we get through all the religion and we realize, okay, so it's not our right to tell people based on our religious affiliation, we can begin to see examples of how this has actually worked in other states. Now, as of May 2012, gay marriage has been legalized in the following 8 states: Massachusetts, Connecticut, Iowa, Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Washington, Maryland, and the District of Columbia. But interestingly enough, it's even global. Gay marriage has been legalized in the Netherlands, Belgium, Canada, I could go on. It's in 194 other countries. So why has it worked so far? Well, in Massachusetts, which became the first state to legalize gay marriage, it has the lowest divorce rate in the country in 2008, and its divorce rate has declined 21% between 2003 and 2008. So it doesn't affect divorce. Revenue from gay marriages comes from marriage license, higher income taxes, and decreases in costs for state benefit programs. In New York City found legalizing gay marriage would bring $142 million in the city's economy and $184 million to the state's economy in over 3 years. So if we were to expand on this point, legalizing gay marriage can actually increase our economy. It can possibly get us out of debt, who knows? But the point is that it has financial benefits as well. So, to sum up, with getting rid of stereotyping, understanding the separation of church and state, and realizing that gay marriage actually has a benefit on our economy and our social structure, we can understand that there's no reason now why we should make it illegal. And I hope that you take from this to go out and promote same-sex marriage for the benefit of our country. Thank you.